Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain the configuration of the Easun Mppt 6048. It can manage until 2880 watts. So what you need to know is when you turn on this device, you have to turn on first with the battery connected. After you do the configurations, then you can turn on the solar panels, right? So if you have a switch break in the solar panels, you can leave it open or disconnected, and then you can connect it after. On my case, I have a battery of 48 volts. The maximum voltage I can send for that battery is 57.6 volts. So my case is configured for lithium, so you can change here depending on your battery. So on my case is 48 volts. I can change here. The boost is the maximum voltage you can send to the battery. So you need to read the battery specifications. On my case is 57.6 volts. I have placed it a bit below. So that's the maximum voltage that your charge controller is gonna send to the battery. No floating in case of lithium battery. And then here is the voltage when your battery is 100% full. You're gonna put here the voltage. Lithium battery doesn't like to be 100% long time. So you need to configure, allow the battery to go down a bit, and then the charge controller is going to start to charge again. On my case, I left 54 volts. This 50.4 is the voltage that you wanted when the battery goes down in the morning and it's very low. You don't want this charge controller to send high voltage immediately. And then you can configure here. On my case, I left with 50.4, but you could leave 51, 51.2, whatever you wish. And the next configuration is the disconnect voltage, right? So you want that your charge controller disconnect at certain voltage if your battery really goes deep, right? So you can leave here like 50, 58. On my case, I left with the standard configuration of the device, which is 54.4. So that's not really deep important, but you should leave it between 48, and the minimum you can get here in terms of configuration is, as you can see, minimum is 36, right? In my case, I left 44.4, which is a good measure for voltage for my battery, right? And that's it. And then here you have the time that you wanted the load port to work. On my case is 24 hours, but you can change it for 0, for instance, if you wanted to leave the load port disconnected. As I have fans connected in the charge controller, I leave it with 24 hours. So hope that gives you some insights. It's very simple, very straightforward, not complicated. So hope that you enjoy.